Hi Capricorn, welcome to your money and career reading. So, this is a special reading for the new moon in Scorpio, which is going to be here on the 13th of November. So, that's Monday. It's a very significant new moon. I think just in general, new moons are always a good time to manifest new opportunities. And typically, most signs tend to see new beginnings or new opportunities start to come in. So, it's a good time to get your manifestation journal out there. Make sure that you're clear on what is it that you're manifesting and rein in this energy that the new moon is going to bring in. There will be a full moon in Scorpio then around April 2024, sometime towards the end of April. So this is a really good cycle to start something new, and then you'll see that as you start to put energy, effort, investment into this new beginning, I think you will see the full fruit of your labor sometime in April. But I'm not saying that you'll have to wait till April to see the benefit. But things take time to materialize. You'll see the full benefits of this, whatever you start right now, whatever new thing that you're initiating, it'll come to fruition and full completion by April next year. So maybe some of you already know what this is. This could be a project, could be a new opportunity that you've been eyeing, or something that you know will take some amount of time, but you need to get started, Capricorn. So today I thought I'll focus on the new moon energy and first really look at what is the cycle that's coming to a close. Okay, wow. What is the cycle that's coming to a close with this new moon for you? So, a little bit of what are the energies that you can expect will recede from your life or already are receding. That's too many, so I'm going to put that back. And then we'll go into what's opening up for you with this new moon. So, if this video starts to connect with you, I'd love it if you could please hit that like button for me, and if you feel called to, do subscribe to my channel, turn the notifications on. It helps you stay up to date on whenever I upload new content. All right, what cycle is this new moon closing out for you in money and career? Seven of Cups, and we have the Ten of Pentacles, okay? So I think if you were confused about how to get to this abundant state of the Ten of Pentacles, because we know each suit goes from an ace to the 10, and the 10, of course, is the most abundant in terms of the suit of Pentacles. I think if you've had any confusion, let me see if I can just zoom into these cards. Yeah. Okay, so if you've had any confusion as to how to kind of manifest more money, how to like make more money, which opportunities are the right ones to take and to adopt, I think this new moon will help erase all that confusion. Clarity basically is coming in, which I think is great. Always such a good sign to be more clear on what is it that you want. I also think that if there has been a Leo in your life at work, maybe some of you are deciding to close the door on an existing job or an existing business, an existing opportunity, existing way of doing work. This doesn't even have to be something very concrete. It can just mean your mindset or the way you look at life in general. I think look at your money and career life in general. I think some of you are leaving a mindset behind. And typically, I think if you've had to always initiate things in your workplace, I feel that you're getting the support now with the new moon, where other people will show up for you as well with the right energy so that, together you guys can accomplish a lot more. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting. But let's just see what's opening up with this new moon. What's opening up with this new moon? What energy is opening up with this new moon? Something related to family also. If you guys have been working in a family business, maybe you are deciding to branch out and do something of your own. What's opening up with this new moon? Nine of Cups. Yes, you're looking after yourself. You're doing things that make you happy and not so much about what's best for others or what's best for the overall project. I think you're really staying focused on what makes you happy as well, which is amazing. Oh my God, Six of Cups. Look at all the emotion showing up in your cards here, because cups are the suit of emotion, how we feel. Give me one more, please. And the Knight of Cups. I cannot make this up. You pulled all three cup cards for what's opening up with this new moon. And we have the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So some of you are getting really curious about, this way of thinking where some of you maybe were born or like you were socialized with this belief system that, if you enjoy work, that kind of work typically doesn't make you good money. So let's say if you really want to follow your hobbies and interests, well, there's no money in that. Let's say if you wanted to be a musician or a writer or something like that, or and people just told you, okay, all that is great, you can do that as a hobby, but it doesn't have any money in it. I think you are revisiting some of these beliefs and some of these desires that you had when you were a young person. And look at, like, I love this for you. From this, the only cup card that you had in the old cycle was the Seven of Cups, which is obviously a nice emotional cup card of possibilities and options, but usually it tends to indicate a bit of like living through illusions or living through ideas or beliefs that are actually not true. So I love this transition for you. I love this transformation for you from that place of being to really just sinking into your feels. And I know that we've been getting this energy in the Capricorn readings in the last month and a half on really focusing on your emotions and kind of going with it and seeing where that takes you. Because I have a feeling that your emotions will give you a clue on what kind of work is interesting. See, Ten of Swords, something is closing for you. Let's just see a little bit more on the Nine of Cups and the Six of Cups, please. Show me more. We have the Priestess, yes, which is basically the card of the High Priestess. You're trusting your intuition. Again, very emotional, intuitive, connecting with the subconscious kind of energy is showing up. Like something is trying to take shape and form in your life. And I think if this is not at the physical level, then this is at a very inner knowing kind of level, that you know that where you've been just doesn't work for you anymore. You're trusting your gut, you're trusting your intuition, you're trusting the cosmic or the divine downloads that you've been receiving. Like, because I know a lot of you were getting messages on disconnecting, taking some time out, resting, meditating, journaling, so that you can further bring in all these messages that the High Priestess has for you. Because she's kind of the keeper of the secrets. But if you see in this, a keeper of spiritual secrets, how to ascend your life spiritually. Very interesting, in this card, her book is open. So that indicates to me that you guys have figured out something that probably in the past was very, how do I say this, was maybe unreachable from a cognitive or cerebral standpoint. But now you've done some thinking, you've worked with it, and you get it now, and like you want to rein this in, and you're like, no, actually there's more to life than just going rolling with the punches and going with the flow. Like, I need to be more deliberate about what I'm trying to create in my life. I love this for you, and what an opportune time, because new moons are great for working with this kind of energy. And the High Priestess is ruled by the moon, so there you go. This Nine of Cups, I feel there's also somebody coming in with an offer, with some news. Show me more on the Knight of Cups, please. Yeah, King of Pentacles, long-term stability, something that can really change the trajectory of your money and career sector. I think there's something that you have been thinking about. Maybe some of you have already put in some effort and some work towards it and you do already have a physical manifestation of it. But for a lot of you, I feel this is still an idea. This is still something that you've been thinking about. Maybe you've had a few conversations with a few friends to bounce it off, or with mentors, things like that. But they're saying whatever you've been thinking about has the potential to go all the way to the King of Pentacles, which is very abundant, very um, like it can really grow. There's a lot of growth associated with the King of Pentacles. The only thing I'd say about the King of Pentacles is that he is considered as, unlike the King of Wands, it is a little bit more of a traditional energy. So maybe some of you have decided that I'm done experimenting and taking like, sort of making these big moves. And maybe that hasn't worked for you. And some of you are really hoping to just have a more stable, traditional kind of approach to money and career. Maybe because there are other things happening in your life and you just need to be a little bit more cautious. We have the Empress. I love this for you. So you're attracting, not chasing. There's this pattern of growth, essentially, what I'm seeing on this side. With the King of Pentacles, with the High Priestess guiding you, and with the Empress at the bottom of the card. And behind that, we have the Page of Cups, sorry, and behind that, we have the Three of Wands. Something is expanding, and we do see the King of Wands once again. This King of Wands has been showing up quite a bit in my personal readings as well. So that's Leo energy. that's basically ruled by the sun. Um, that's interesting because we're reading for the new moon, and the sun keeps showing up through the King of Wands, um, and the sun and the moon are divine counterparts. So I feel like a lot of you are also understanding this dance between darkness and light, between the tough times and the good times, that life flows, the ebbs and flows of life. Um, a lot of you are spiritually ascending. Maybe in the last 1 year, you've worked a lot on going within. Maybe you've been reading books, watching like videos, listening to podcasts that really talk about a bit of a spiritual ascension. So I want to go to a few oracles, and then we'll come back to the tarot. What is the new moon opening up for Capricorn? What's the new moon in Scorpio opening up for Capricorn? That's quite a few, but I'm going to take them. Just the way they fell out seemed very divinely ordained. So, faith. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I can imagine. This is very high priestess energy. This is very trusting the universe, going with what your gut is telling you, even though you might not have any physical evidence for it. I love this kind of energy. I'm a Scorpio sun. I mean, Scorpios love this kind of energy, and it is a new moon in Scorpio. So clearly, you are seeing that scorpionic influence of living in a very 5D world, which basically means that even though the world around you looks, feels a certain way, you have an inner knowing that where you're going is very different. And it doesn't phase you like your external environment right now, because your eyes are on the prize and you know what you're trying to manifest, and nothing can really come in the way or stop you from getting there, is what I'm picking up with this card. And that faith, like I was saying, a lot of you have been working on your spiritual ascension, reading books, educating yourself, learning more about the metaphysical world. I really think that has helped you deepen your faith in the universe, in your spirit team. And look, here you are watching tarot, which means obviously you believe in this spiritual guidance that's around us through your spirit team, individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this earth school. Love this. What a great way to articulate this, that there's no point of comparing where you are to other people. There's no point thinking about, oh my God, this person has that much money and I don't. Everybody is on their own journey and everybody is coming from their own legend. So there's really, I mean, you can be inspired by people. So that kind of comparison, I would say, is totally fine. But the minute we start to get jealous or we're not happy for other people's success, we have moved away from the abundance of the universe. It says, reframe, this is happening for me, not to me. I really like that. And there's a gift here. So I feel this new moon is bringing you a massive opportunity to rethink your thoughts, reorient your belief system. And this whole energy of this is happening for me, not to me, that everything is happening in divine order, just the way it's supposed to. So nothing is out of place, Capricorn. Flow. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. And even through the reading, I'm feeling very calm in my own energy, and I always take that as a sign. Like if I feel agitated in a reading, that I know that perhaps the sign that I'm reading for has been struggling with staying calm. But today, while I'm doing this reading, I'm actually feeling this, like, just relax, go with the flow, respond with calmness and peace. And I'll tell you one thing, at least that I've learned in my life, is the minute you deepen your faith, it becomes easier to live in flow. Because essentially, what is faith? Faith is belief, right? That something bigger than us, whatever you believe in, whether it's God, universe, your spirit team, tarot, crystals, energies, whatever, right? Is simply acknowledging to yourself that I'm going to do my bit. And then, of course, there's a larger cosmos at play here as well. And we're all connected and we're all from the same energy. Um, it helps you live in flow a lot more. At least that's what I found in my own life, because the minute I start to deepen my faith, I read more, I meditate more, journal more, do my affirmations, there is this sense of surrender and peace that comes over me. If I'm going through a stressful time, especially, related to like money and career, this really helps me. This faith to flow combination, I think. So I don't know if that connects with some of you, but I think could be helpful. Let me go to this deck here. Let's see. What are the messages? Wow, see, things are just falling out. They're not even letting me ask the question. So that means your spirit team definitely wants to convey something to you. I choose to learn through love. I love this card in this deck. There's this indication of there was something about love here as well. Um, Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. And no wonder we got so many cup cards because cups are all about emotions. Some of you are learning through the experience of love for colleagues, love for humanity, love for yourself, more importantly, what needs to be reframed for you. I know some of you have been in a difficult place, and my heart goes out to you and sending you a big hug, but reframe it. Can you try and do like a bit of an exercise? Sit down with a pen and paper or a laptop, whatever works for you. Think about how maybe what you've been regretting or resenting in your life is actually here for a reason. It's happening for you and not to you, and to surrender to the flow of the universe. Let's look at the other cards. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. I cannot make this up. You have the faith card here. I was just telling you that, when I deepen my faith, it helps me to live in flow. Your happiness is a direct reflection of your level of faith in the universe. And there's a reason the High Priestess showed up for you. And it is the new moon in Scorpio, which is all about a little bit of going behind the visible realm of life, trusting your intuitive hits, trusting that feeling, trusting that sometimes you wake up and you just wake up with a certain emotion and you don't know where it's coming from, but just relying on the belief that that is destined for you and it's here for a reason, that feeling for you to examine. The universe works fast when I'm having fun. Some of you just need to get out there and have more fun and engage with the abundance of the universe. I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. Wow, the messages are repeating. I choose to learn through love. There's an element of opening up more of your emotions, more of your heart chakra. That's why you got all the cup cards. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. I love that. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. I think this obviously easier said than done. I would say that in my own spiritual journey, this is the one piece that I keep reminding myself that the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome, like you do what you need to do, but surrender your attachment to outcome, that's the moment that the universe can truly get to work. And I find in my experience, that's typically when my manifestations have come about, when I've removed myself from obsessing over the outcome and doing my bit and making sure I'm keeping my vibration high. I'm manifesting how I feel, so I'm really focusing on the good feelings. I'm using the emotional ladder to climb up if I'm feeling like in a dark place. Then, you can read up on it online, emotional laddering, because if you're in a really dark place, it's very hard to jump to a really happy place from there. So you can coach yourself on how to ladder up one emotion at a time. So if you're feeling really pathetic right now, you think of one happy thought and you've taken at least one step up on the emotional ladder, going up towards happiness. And that's how slowly, slowly, slowly you coach yourself to ladder up on emotions. So if that resonates with some of you watching, maybe you can read up a little bit more about it. It's a simple technique, but it's a very realistic technique as well, I feel. Though I don't think the universe really needs a realistic kind of technique. So the universe is so abundant, and it's just that most of us get in our own way because we'll put our manifestation out there, then 1 or 2 days we live in that, then something will happen in our environment, and then we'll pull that energy back. So we're not consistent. We don't stay the course, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm obviously right there with you. But that is what spiritual ascension is all about, and deepening your faith is all about. That even though you can't see it in your external environment, you continue to put the work, you continue to move forward because you're manifesting from a place of how you want to feel. And, the whole philosophy of live as if whatever you're manifesting is already here. And this is 100%. I mean, it always works for me. It's hard. Obviously, in the beginning, it's very hard because you kind of sometimes feel like, but I don't have it. So how can I live as if I'm? But it's more about a vibrational match for your feelings. And the minute you start to feel that, the law of attraction starts to kick in, and then you're attracting the vibrational match to your high vibration, high energy, happy emotion place. That is the only law I think that all these videos and coaches are talking about on YouTube or in books. Different articulations, but essentially the same thing. You manifest who you are, you manifest what you feel. Just like meditate on that statement. You manifest who you are. So if your environment is very turbulent right now, that's because somewhere in you there is some kind of emotional or mental turbulence. If your environment is great, you've manifested something amazing, that's because you've done the inner work and you got clear with what you were seeking. So if you can use your emotions and feelings as a bit of a compass as to whether you're attached or connected to the source or to light energy, or are you feeling disconnected from source, that's when we feel irritated, anxious, like discontented. We feel resentment for other people who are having a good time in their lives. Just honestly, like, think about that. You manifest who you are and you manifest how you feel. So if you want to be feeling happy, you have to inject yourself into those happy emotions now, and whatever that refuel is for you. So sorry, I kind of digressed from the cards, but felt called to share that with you. Let's get you some advice and then we'll close off your reading. What is Spirit's advice for you at this time? Though I think very clear message that it is about choosing love. Hermit, learning, going within, and really, this is about truth, your authentic truth. What is your authentic truth? And Two of Cups. Okay, so see, the cup cards keep coming out. You've been getting the Two of Cups in your money and career readings, and we've been associating that as you meeting your higher self. Really think this is about that ascension. It's a very hierophant kind of energy, connecting to your higher self, changing your belief system. Wow. Queen of Pentacles, nurturing, resourceful queen of the tarot, who can find her way out of any set of constraints, any set of limitations. So your advice really is to focus on your feelings. You manifest what you feel. Speak your authentic truth or get comfortable with your authentic truth. And that's when this sense of abundance, resourcefulness, resilience starts to show up. And we've got Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So that's Gemini energy. Choices. Love is hugely represented in your spread today, Capricorn. So for some of you, maybe there is something happening in your love life that is impacting the energy that you're bringing to your money and career. And that's something to examine. But I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn. If you enjoyed this, please do hit the like button for me, subscribe to my channel. I wish you all the best, and leave me a comment as well. I'd love to hear from all of you. Where are you watching from? Did this reading connect with you? Let me know. Take care. Bye-bye.